Hey, what's up, my guys? So today we're going to be going over Riftbound, sealed investments and collecting. Um, it's been going absolutely crazy lately, so I wanted to dive in and kind of look at, you know, there's only so many products right now, and there's only a couple that I'm going to really cover. And future episodes, we'll be going over card market, PSA Raw, and all that stuff. So today, focusing on the sealed. I'm Dubs Edition TCG. I've been collecting and investing heavily into cards, mainly Pokemon, the last like 3 years or so. Been diving a lot into Riftbound since it released back last year, and we have just been seeing some of the most crazy market moves. So I kind of wanted to go over that today. We're going to start today with Origins. Um, Origins was something you could pick up for literally sub $200, or yeah, sub $200 less than a month ago. This was something was 100% buy, and we're seeing on the record of 10 to 11 sales per day, every day. 15 just today on July 15th alone. Current quantity, we're looking at 91 on there. So the burn rate of this is sub 1 week. And even if we go here, um, you can see how fast the market really explodes upwards in price. I mean, we're going to be looking just tomorrow, probably another $15. That being said, I don't even know if I can recommend buying this anymore. It's realistically, it's going to get a reprint. How big is that? We have no idea. When is that? We have no idea. And God forbid we don't even get one. That would be insane. Um, it is the base set of the game, and it's super popular. You have your Kai'Sa, you have your Ari, and those are really pulling it through right now. So it's hard. It really is hard not to recommend it, at least to get some exposure to it. I would be buying cases. Some people will look at, first wave cases, maybe have like a premium to it, and I'm seeing a lot of people pour money into buying those up. Um, I don't know if that's a legitimate thing you can. The boxes are slightly different. That's it. It's slightly different font on the box and slightly different sticker on the bottom. It's a thing, but I don't agree with it. Such as life. Um, but try to get some exposure to Origins, and then you do, and you look over at where Spirit Forge, honestly had a rough time for a bit. Start off super high because Origins was super high at this point. Got a The first wave got a reprint around when Unleashed came out, and we were sitting pretty low. Now, this one happens to have the top chase card of the Ari signature. I think it was the first ever one that had a PSA 10 sale over $10,000. I think the Kaisa from Origins might have passed it recently. We'll cover that in our top sales of the week. But even then, we're sitting at 165. I was picking these up, yeah, a couple months ago, like a month ago, about 130s and everything. So I've got another case of this. I think it's personally my favorite set. I love the artwork. I love um, the thematics of it. It is by far my favorite set so far. The Ari is also my favorite all-time card. So if there's a card that I saving up for, maybe make some trades for, it's going to be that Ari. So, and that's something I think if you're collecting Riftbound, it will be one of the Grail cards long term. I don't see another artwork that's just doing the work that it's doing. And that does take us into Unleashed. Boy, this had a rocky start. Started off huge, same thing, and it plummeted down to 100, sub 100 sales were going on for a bit. Current quantity still 240, but what's the daily sales on it? It had 77 sold just the other day, had 18 sold today. I mean, it is having so much movement lately where once again, these sets will be in rotational to 2028. Will they be printed to 2028? I have a really hard time believing that. That sounds outrageous to print sets that long because at that point, when set 10 comes out, they take 1.5 or 1 through 5 out of rotation for competitive play. I just think we see a lot of these cards get placed into the new sets. Um, and that's how it goes. Yeah, because I mean we're sitting at 120 right now, and you could have been picking this up for maybe we'll even be able to see some. No, say we can see some sales under $100. It's going up. It's gonna keep going up. Um, I just have a hard time telling you to jump in on this, because then we can go over to something like the Arcane box. My God, I picked up three of these pre-order before Origins even came out. I mean, back then we were selling 444, like none, 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 and the 200s range. I mean, you can see back here, we could not break 200 for months. February, February just sat sub 200, and then I mean, we have 41 sales. We're having another six. We're having another 10. It is just had so much buying pressure, and there's 29 listed. There's only 29. That crazy. Do I expect more to come to market? Yes, these types of things. You're not going to have a parabolic move like this. Absolutely crazy. There's going to be more coming to market. It will go down. Do I recommend it? I think there would have to be some analysis into what are the cards inside, what are they grading, are they worth that type of play? Do I think at some point this is something you would want in your sealed collection or investment? Yes, it's such a good product. It's going to be so rare, but the price explosion right now makes me so cautious. I can't justify telling anyone to go spend 730. That's ridiculous because literally in June 18th, less than about a month ago, you can be buying the sub 200. Um, and then the last product is the World's Box. Once again, I bought two of these pre-order. I think they were just after Origins or even before Origins. Took forever to come in, but that's what you get when some of these. Yeah, and they came out, yeah, $200. Spiked up to 325 and just kept slowly grinding downwards. Once again, past month we're seeing a day of 24 sales, um, 9 sales, recently 13, 15, only 65 on the market. There's none. It's thin. It's so thin, and it just keeps getting bought up. Another three sold yesterday. It's just getting so thin. This one has a Timo promo card in it, and it is selling for thousands of dollars. To my knowledge, it's the Panda Timo. To my knowledge, it does have a pretty good gem rate. Maybe I should get some more statistics on that for you guys to be like, you know, people are buying this and cracking it. They're buying these, cracking it, and getting a fast grade because no matter what for PSA, yes, PSA is closed for um, the lower bulk tiers and stuff. Thing is, you have to pay for the higher tier if it's a $3,000 card anyway. So you're you're at no loss of grading this. You were gonna have to spend that money anyways because you're gonna get upcharged. So this is a massive grading play, and it's gonna be and that's the same for the Arcane set. Going back to that, there's a grading play to be had. People are gonna do that. People are ripping it. I prefer to keep these things sealed. If I want to buy the PSA 10, I do love Timo. It is actually one of my mains in the game. I don't want to say main, but a character that I definitely have hours and hundreds of games on. It's a great character. So, um, as for like in investing purposes, there you have a lot of options. I do have a very hard time recommending them. Origins, maybe this one is definitely even at these elevated prices, DCA into it, get some exposure. Please get some Origins. It's the base set, and it does have two very strong chase cards and a lot of love in it. I mean, you have all your classic characters. Misfortune card is amazing. The signature. We have a Timo in there. You have a Timo and Spirit Forge as well. The Jinx signature, and Ari signature, Kai'Sa signature are they're amazing artworks throughout this set. Getting exposure to it. Uh, Spirit Forged, it's still on the newer side. Oof, I just don't know. Because even when reprints come, whenever that might happen. Last time we got a decent reprint wave was Unleashed when it came out, and later this month we're gonna be getting Vendetta. Now, what are we gonna see with that? Or are we gonna see the same thing where they bring in another wave of older sets with it? My current concern with the market is everything is so elevated. When the new shipments arrive, the new waves, shops aren't going to be selling it at MSRP. Maybe they'll sell some, maybe some shops will. I do have to appreciate shops selling to the players at MSRP. Thank you for that. The players deserve um, all the product. I really believe players should be highest priority. They're the ones who will keep this game going. They're the ones who they're spending a lot of money going to the tournaments and everything, and they're the ones I truly believe that this game will hinge on. It has a great player base. People love playing this. I do want to take the time and learn how to play this. I do know a couple other TCGs, so it's not going to be a big shift for me, but I do believe shops will not be selling at MSRP to the general public. So seeing this anywhere, especially case wise, you're not going to see it hitting lows anymore. Shops are going to keep it elevated. Um, and next week hopefully we'll talk more about Vendetta as we get closer to the pre-orders. What are those boxes looking like? We've already started seeing upticks in those. The pre-order prices I've seen some at $100, and now I've gone back to those shops online and they're about 130. Either A, because they're selling out, but B, because they're seeing movement and they're seeing more people pick it up. Vendetta, I'll cover more of that in upcoming videos and everything, but kind of want to start with these three and also focus on um, our two sealed. Um, we have the Irelia specialty as well, the Chinese one. There is movement on there. We can go over that a little more if people want to talk about it. But these are the 5 items I kind of want to bring to attention before we start diving deeper into the cards. So, with that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoy the content. This is something I want to do a couple videos every week going over everything. I do want to do more specialized things with going over top sales. With the PSA 10s, top sales of sealed online. There are a lot of unique sealed products that people are purchasing as well. Nexus Night Origin packs are going insane, $80 a pack. So it's about $4,000 minimum if you want to get a sealed bundle. I think those should carry a premium as well. So, let me know what you guys think, and I hopefully see you guys in future videos. Peace.